Whoop-de-doo, he knows how to squeeze.
We go to f***ing war.
It's gonna be my first time fighting at Polaris, an event that I've been always watching and following. Like my idols always fought there.
I mean, ADCC this year was it was good. Obviously, it's a little different due to CGI being, taking a lot of the high-level guys, like big names. I think kind of missed out on, for my bracket specifically, missed out on matches with potentially Ty Rutolo and then O'Flanagan. But aside from those two names, I don't think too many other people pulled out from ADCC that I could have had really good matches with. But regardless, yeah, it was a good experience. Got one sub, and then won by points. Another match, and then I had in the semis I fought teammate Chris Wojcik. He's fucking really, really good, super high level jiu-jitsu. So match went to judge's decision. I ended up getting the win. And then in the finals had Giancarlo. This is my third goddamn time fighting this motherfucker. Third goddamn time losing. It's very frustrating. He's really good at just kind of trying to slow down the pace of a jiu-jitsu match. And we kind of have clashing styles. My whole game is like pushing the pace, pressure, all that. So, tough match to win. He's a two-time ADCC champion. Congrats to him. I'll be there next year.
This is my nigga.
I have a few things that I would like to tweak, especially after ADCC. There's a few things that I want to change around, but relatively the same style. Everyone knows what I'm trying to do: take him down, pass the guard, and submit. That's always the goal. Small things that a lot of people would miss, but relatively the same. Yeah, this will be my first time doing Polaris. This will be my first time in the UK. I'm gonna be lost. I'm a stupid American. I have no clue where anything is. Polaris is kind of one of those higher up ones. They always have high level names. Their events are always fucking sick. They like I said, they always have fucking big names, exciting grapplers. So I'm sure it'll be a good time.
Son of a bitch.
I don't really have pressure. I just focus on doing what I do. I never really think about what people are thinking or if I have anything to lose. A lot of times, especially in grappling, I feel like you can get away with a lot of high level guys lose and still their name isn't tarnished. The main things I would do mentally to prepare for competition is just focusing on being present, visualization, and being thankful. All these things are super, I feel almost stereotypical when you hear from competitors, but it's if you really take the time to express the importance of these three things, it's you can't compare anything to it. Those are the main things you have to focus on as a competitor. People worry so much about outcomes and stuff. You can't be outcome driven. You'll fucking drive yourself crazy. It's not like training anywhere else. It's hard to compare B team to any other gym. Always high level grappling. Always new faces, new visitors and stuff. So you're always kind of getting different looks, which is good. As well as who gives me the hardest time? I'd say probably the three Nicks. So there's Nicky Rod, there's Nicky Ryan, and then there's Nick Mattia. we all know Nicky Rod, we all know Nicky Ryan. Nick Mataya is one of the best grapplers that I know that has yet to have competition success. I think he's like he hasn't been training very long, but we go to fucking war. You know, some days he fucks me up, some days I fuck him up, but we go back and forth all the time. We're around the same weight. He is one of the best grapplers I know, and the world will soon know him as well. As well as Nicky Ryan. And Nicky Ryan just grabs my leg, squeezes it, and yeah, he's absurdly strong. It's fairly technical, hard to do anything to him. I mentioned this before. It's like trying to control a wet marshmallow. It's just impossible. And then Nicky Rod needs no explaining. Best grappler in the world.
Whoop-de-doo, he knows how to squeeze. So impressive. You can squeeze hard. That's cool.
I think, I guess I've always kind of looked up to the Vertola brothers. So I think down the line when I'm capable and I think I'm at that level, I would love to have a competition against them. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. I think they're around the same weight, so I guess it doesn't really matter which one. But yeah, it would be sick to compete against them. I love their style. I steal so much shit from them. They're a fucking inspiration when it comes to competition and fucking just stylistically, as well as being awesome people as well. So yeah, I would love to compete against them one day.
Steroids my ass.
I'm always getting offers and stuff, but this will probably be the last competition for maybe a couple months, just because it's been a lot back to back to back. You know, I just fought ADCC. Before that, I fought Tainan Dalpra. Before that, I fought Jonathan Gracie. Before I fought him, I had trials. Before that, I fought Mika. Then before that, I had the other trials. It's been a long year so far, and very, very busy year. So maybe after this, I'll do those seminars, take a little break, and then get right back to it.
Towards the last weeks of the training, we try to prioritize a lot of the rounds of sparring situation training based on kind of like the strategy that we have for the competition, like the game plan. So you could see how they split the mat and they put just the competitors on one side, the ones that are going to be participating in the competition, everybody else to the other side. And then just trying to add volume of sparring. So just rounds after rounds and trying to add a lot of volume. I'll be competing in a 15-minute match. So just add a lot of rounds, make sure the cardio is good, make sure the combination of moves is good, and always throwing a fresh person in. So I feel that pushes you, and even with the style that I like training, I like to be moving all the time, you know, just create movement, create connections, and that leads to submission. So it was a good training, it was fun. I'm excited to be testing myself against him. I know he's a worthy competitor, and it's just exciting for the fans. You know, I never fought over there. It's gonna be my first time fighting in London. It's gonna be my first time fighting at Polaris, an event that I've been always watching and following. Like my idols, I've always fought there. I remember watching Terere fighting against Vitor Charlin, and that was a match that I was excited to. And I hope to just create that same impact that they created into this event now. So I'm excited for it.
Go, girl, just go. You just spark.
I mean, I think it's definitely a non-stalling position, no fighting back and try to win by points. I always chase submissions and I'm always chasing connections. So they can expect a masterclass, something special, something different, something pretty unique. That's every day that I step into this master training, it's thinking that way. That's my mentality, that's my mindset. Just try to be creative, try to be dynamic. So when I go out there, it's not different, you know. So I feel like I always like to fight that way. That's the way you excite the fans, and I feel it's part of the show. I like that. I enjoy watching fights like that, and that's the mark that I want to leave in the sport. I want to be able to be remembered as someone that always fought forward, always pushed the pace, always had something different in every single match, always came up with something creative, something unique. So I feel like that's what the fans can expect. I feel like my goal after this Polaris is going to be training and then just raising my level to try to get that Grand Slam once again in the black belt next year. That's what I'm aiming for, and I'm using these super matches to kind of like test the waters, raise my level, and the next year prepare for the Grand Slam. I've done it once, and I want to make sure I'm able to do it again.